Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. Tonight we're at Disney's California Adventure for part 1 of Disney's Festival of Holidays. There are so many shows and food items, there's no way we can fit it into one episode. Tonight it's all about the festive foods marketplace, the holiday shows, and if we're lucky, a chance to see Santa himself. So come along with us on this episode of The Walker Chronicles. The Festival of Holidays begins November 12th and runs through January 9th. A valid DCA ticket and park reservation is required. If your goal is to try as many food items as possible, a Sip and Savor Pass is available for $59, which allows you to try 8 different food dishes or non-alcoholic drinks. If you're a Magic Key holder, you save $7 off each pass. All right, so we are in. I think our first plan of attack should be to go get ourselves a Sip and Savor Pass and go get some food right away.
Yeah, I'm starving. We didn't eat all of our calories yesterday at Merriest Nights. Actually, we didn't have anything to eat at Merriest Nights, so I'm starving. Let's go fill up on those calories that we missed.
All right, let's go take a look at the tree and see if they fixed that bank of lights that was out the other night. Well, look at that. She's all lit up. Not a bare spot on her. It looks pretty. Not as nice as the tree over at Disneyland, but still a good looking tree. So Carthay Circle is decorated for Christmas, but very minimalistic. Just a single big, large wreath on the top.
Very classy.
I would say the same thing, very classy. You don't want a whole bunch of colored lights on this thing. All right, so here's the Sip and Savor lanyard that you get. You can see the individual coupons that you would break off. Now it's very important, you don't break these off, you gotta let the cashier do it. Because if you separate them, they're invalid. But one of the very cool things is you can use these coupons throughout the entire event, so all the way through the end of the festival. And also, if you end up having remaining tickets, you can actually take them over to guest services and have them exchanged towards an e-gift card for the park. All right, our first stop is going to be the Holiday Duets booth. Here we can get ourselves some braised pork belly adobo or shrimp and grits. Or I think we're going to end up with both of these because they both sound delicious. All right, so now it's time for the braised pork belly. I love fried rice. I love pork belly. I don't see how they can screw this up. Let's see. I think that's delicious. The adobo sauce, the little tanginess, I actually like it. It's not overpowering, but it's really good. The garlic fried rice goes really well with it, but that braised pork belly is cooked perfectly. Super tender, super flavorful, super juicy. This is definitely something I would get again.
I love pork belly, so this one's gonna be kind of tough. This pork belly is super tender. The adobo sauce that it has on there gives a little bit of a tang to it. The rice, I'm not really sure I even tasted the rice. Let's give it a try. You can definitely taste the garlic in the rice, but also it has these chives on it, so it adds a little bit of that texture to it. This is like, if I was rating it 1 to 5, this is like 4.5. That little bit of a tang from the adobo, I would prefer something a little sweet over the tang to it, but I would definitely get this again. All right, let's try these shrimp and grits. They look really good, they smell really good, and I'm starving, so might give them a little bit of an extra push in the flavor area, but let's see what it tastes like. Okay. See, I got the shrimp and the grits. Here we go. These taste amazing. You can tell these haven't been sitting around in a chafing dish. These taste really fresh in flavor. The shrimp is nice and tender. Those grits, it's like they were just cooked with a whole stick of butter. That gravy that it's in and that little bit of chive that's on there adds a little bit of freshness and a little crunch in texture. This is fantastic.
All right, so now it's my turn for the shrimp and grits. I do love shrimp and grits, so let's see if these are as good as Marina said they are. I'm gonna get some grits and shrimp in the same bite. All right, so these are really good as Marina said. Are they great? I don't think so. I think Marina might be a little bit too hungry. comparing these to the last time I had amusement park shrimp and grits would be actually at Knott's, and I actually think Knott's was better. These are still really good. Like Marina said, the shrimp is really tender, the grits are very flavorful. They're a little grittier than I would like. I know it's kind of funny because they're called grits. It's still really good, and the sauce that comes with it is really flavorful. I would get this again, but it's not the best amusement park shrimp and grits I've ever had. It's still very tasty.
All right, so here I have the Calamansi Melon Lemonade. Looks really pretty, nice and tropical with this little orchid here. Now let's see what it tastes like. I don't know what Calamansi melon tastes like, but I don't taste melon. I feel like it has lemonade with a pour of orange juice, if that makes any sense. So maybe that Calamansi melon is more citrus than it is kind of like a melon, but it's okay. Would I order it again? Maybe not.
Hello and welcome to the Disney Festival of Holidays. We're mostly coasters. We want to invite you into our world of music. Are you ready? I'm gonna need that one more time. Are you ready? Yes. Die, die, die. Die, 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 die. Come on, Dennis, make that violin sing. Hey! Thank you so much for joining us. Now, as mostly kosher, we play klezmer music, the sound of our Jewish heritage. You want to know what we do with that klezmer? We take it and we collide it with jazz and rock and roll. Now, this next song is about seeing the glass half full, even when it's totally empty. But that's okay. That's why we sing to lift our spirits and celebrate life. So everyone, I'm going to ask you to put your hands together and clap along as we sing some Yiddish at the top of our lungs. Play it all, you klezmers, and with the snaps so we can sing. Despite anything we feel today, despite there's no more drinks to drink, no more glasses left to clink. Today's the day the whole world's out to play. This is the Yiddish part of the school. Take off the number, take off the number. No, it's too short, let's get straight up. So this I'll say, I say to you, believe in everything you do. Forget what she says, alright? And just take a chance. 'Cause nothing's left for us today. We're nothing anyway. No matter what it is, gee, we've seen it all. So now it's time to celebrate. Join me now, I'll demonstrate. Let's music play, let music slap our balls. Die, die, give it a die. Die, 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 die. All right, Dennis, Hannibal, G, you take it away.
All right, so we have a Twist on Tradition booth, and this is the one that actually has the reimagined beef brisket Wellington, as well as the Reuben potato bites. I'm really interested to try the beef brisket Wellington. I'm just not sure if I want that Greek yogurt onion sauce on it. I'll see if they can do it and maybe put it on the side for me. All right, so now let's give this beef Wellington a try. I will mention that I did ask if I can get it without the Oikos Greek yogurt sauce on it, and they said absolutely no modifications to any menu item are allowed. So this does have some on it, but they put it on there very, very lightly. So I think I'm gonna be all right, but let's give it a taste. So I'll say that the flavor is good. I will say that the dough is really, really dry. I think the problem with this is just the beef part laid on top of a Mickey-shaped piece of dough, where with the regular beef Wellington, you have the meat cooking in the middle of the dough, so it gets a little more moister. Still tastes good. Would I get it again? Probably not, actually. I was really looking forward to this one too, so maybe my expectations were a little bit high, but it's okay. I think maybe Marina will like it better. We'll see.
All right, so my turn for the beef Wellington. Let's see what it tastes like. This was delicious. The bread, I don't think it's dry at all. I think the part that Chris had may have been kind of this ear piece that didn't have any like gravy to it. The meat that I had was sitting directly on the bread, so the gravy kind of soaked in a little bit. I think it's seasoned well. The meat is very tender, and yeah, I really like this. So I don't know about you, Chris. You got the wrong piece, because the piece that I had was fantastic. All right, so now for the Reuben potato bites. These are right up my alley. Hope they're good. This right here, for me personally, is perfect. I love tater tots. I love sauerkraut, Russian dressing. Everything that this is, I love. This is not Chris's, this is not something Chris will try. So this was on me, and I am happy to eat every single bite. The tater tots are nice and crispy. The kraut is sour, but not too sour. The pastrami in there is nicely seasoned, not too salty. And that Russian dressing just gives it the perfect kick.
The entrance to Radiator Springs looks spectacular with all the Christmas decor. The really cool lights hanging from pole to pole. It's an amazing sight. This will give Main Street a run for its money. The Christmas tree outside of Tomaters is beautiful. It's very cool. It's made up of a bunch of spare tires and some lights. Exactly what you'd expect to find here. And this beautiful patriotic tree is located right outside Sarge's Surplus Hut. Perfect in time for Veterans Day. All right, we've got another spectacular little tree here. This is located outside the Cozy Cone, and this one is made, of course, of traffic cones. Here's another very cool looking tree made of Route 66 signs. Wow, they really did it up over here in Radiator Springs. And we have another tree outside Casa de la Tires. This one's made of a very large stack of tires with a very big star on top. All right, well, the Horno Plenty has been updated with some very cool traditional Christmas lights. All right, and outside the Radiator Springs Fire Department, we have probably the biggest tree over here in this area, and it is done up with hubcaps. It is absolutely beautiful. All right, so Holiday Central is now unveiled, and it is a merchandise location for Christmas goods here at DCA. Well, here we have the Redwood Creek Trail, and it is now called Santa's Holiday Visit, but it is closed. So I'm guessing there's no way we'll be able to meet Santa Claus tonight, but you can see they've got them all these emblems here of Santa Claus on the outside. And they even have a little sign here talking about how in the middle of it you can actually meet Santa Claus. Apparently maybe it's only during the day, or it didn't open today, I'm not sure, but we'll have to find out and maybe make a trip back here tomorrow.
So excited to be back here on this stage. Y'all looking so beautiful, and look out here. It's beginning to look
right, so we just finished up here with the Festival of Holidays, and we had an amazing, amazing time. We were here last night for Merriest Nights, and I have to admit, we had a better time tonight than we did last night. We didn't feel rushed. There was more options for food. The lines were shorter.
And music, they had
oh
live
my gosh.
bands.
And the bands were amazing, absolutely amazing. You've got to go see the Big Fat Band. Oh my goodness, they put on such a great Christmas show. And then Mostly Kosher over at, where was it at? The Trattoria,
The Terrace.
The Terrace. It was an amazing time. We literally felt like we were here for Christmas, unlike last night, which kind of felt kind of fabricated, rushed, too much you're trying to squeeze in. We had a really, really good time here tonight.
And we hope you had a good time watching, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as it really helps our channel grow. And until next time, we will see you on the next episode of
The Walker Chronicles.